mental health means keeping every single part of you together and okay, and making sure that you're healthy in every way, and knowing how to communicate with other people around you, and knowing how to analyze yourself in any situations that you have. And if your brain's in check, then everything else about you and around you is in check. I do. Definitely my mom and my stepdad and my sisters, they always make themselves available for me and some of my friends.
No. For me, it was passed on through, it was like genetics, because my mom has it, so I have it. And as far as depression, I did go through it when I lost my dad in 2016, I think. And I just, still to this day, I never grieved on it. I never spoken to anybody about it.
No, I mean, yeah. I feel like my mom, kind of, but I don't want her to get worried. So men, you know how men are perceived, like they're perceived as strong. If they show that they have like problems or anything, it's just, people would see them as weak, and like if they show that, other people could use them, use it against them. I sometimes feel depressed, like my parents breaking up, and many things.
I've had many people come to me about it, and some of my best friends actually have and do deal with both. It could be anything, like, yes, it could be the phones, or like your parents, things you've dealt with, experiences that you've had, any type of assault, what you go through in school, and sometimes it just comes out of nowhere and it's just something that you have to deal with. Okay, so I do know someone who has struggled with their mental health and it has affected them negatively. My ex-best friends, both of them actually, she used to cut herself a lot and she wouldn't ever say anything, but I would catch her arms completely filled with scars, and we'd always just have these talks, and I'd always tell her, give her great advice in different situations like that.
Well, my friend Mark, in like 5th grade, he killed himself. He had jumped off a bridge here. I think it was the driving park one.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He was getting bullied at school and nobody would believe him. So he just, 5th grade. I think he was in a grade above me though. And I tried to commit suicide 4 times, but the last time, I don't know. I didn't do it. But I did try it by taking pills. Like, not to ignore it. And you know how people say, like, when someone says they're going to kill themselves, or just anything as far as that, adults always say, oh, you're just doing that for attention. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do this. And then people actually end up killing themselves. Like, somebody posted on Facebook, like, oh, I'm killing myself, or I can't do this anymore, like certain stuff like that. We don't know how to handle it, so it's just like, it's like to them, it's like we're ignoring it, but really we're kids too. We don't know what to do.
I feel like the message I would give to the adults is to not consider as like there isn't a problem with us, because there usually is, because of situations that we're dealing with.
I would say to adults who feel like we don't deal with this to pay attention. Don't brush everything off. Apologize to your kids. Don't just be like, don't yell at them and then 5 minutes later be like, oh, you want to go to the store? Like, don't do that. Apologize, talk situations out. Everything doesn't need a spanking. And actually pay attention to your kids, ask them questions, listen to them. Yelling isn't always the answer. A belt isn't always the answer. And just be more thoughtful and careful with your kids.
Okay, one more.